So I've been seeing people in the Naruto community misinterpret how the Chidori works. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly that. The main argument I see for the Chidori not amping the user's speed is the user needs to train their base speed in order for it to work. The reason for that is the Chidori is an assassination technique. Kakashi created it to speed blitz his opponents and one-shot them. That's the whole purpose of the ability. If Kakashi's base movement speed was not fast enough, the speed amp from Chidori wouldn't do anything. The outcome you would have is Sasuke trying to Chidori Itachi. Now, look at this panel here. Minato very clearly says it, being the Chidori, has speed and destructive power. He wouldn't refer to the ability as having speed and destructive power if it was all Kakashi's movement speed. He then goes on to say, but it, once again the Chidori, makes you move too fast to ascertain the opponent's counterattack. There's no way to logically refute what Minato said. The Chidori itself makes Kakashi move too fast. The common argument I see is, no, the Chidori doesn't increase the user's movement speed. The reason they need a two-tomo Sharingan is because the Sharingan allows them to move at 100% of their body's movement speed without suffering from tunnel vision. Yeah. That argument doesn't make any sense, because literally every ninja uses the body flicker technique which augments their speed and no one has a problem seeing while doing that. And it is only when the Chidori is used that a Sharingan is required. Now, I know what you might be thinking right now, but Sasuke doesn't always move super fast. Heck, he even stands still and uses it point blank on Naruto. Which is true, I agree. That's because he doesn't have to speed blitz the opponent. Just like the Rasengan, he can just form it in his hand and use it. The jutsu doesn't force his body to sprint forward. Once again, Kakashi created the Chidori to speed blitz as quickly as possible. Another argument I have is by saying that two-tomo Sharingan simply allows the user to run linearly at 100% of their speed, you're implying that only Sharingan users can utilize their full speed while running in a straight line without getting tunnel vision, which makes no sense. By arguing that, you're saying if KCM2 Sage assists by Naruto were to run in a straight line at full speed, he would not be able to see. That doesn't make any sense, does it? That also applies to literally any character without a Sharingan. Now, for my final argument, I'm going to need you to bear with me. You've all heard of the Flash, right? The Flash has a technique called the Infinite Mass Punch. It is not a special ability or anything like that. It's just him punching you just under the speed of light. The reason why that's relevant is that if the Chidori itself doesn't increase Sarada's movement speed, then why wouldn't she just run in a straight line with her Sharingan activated, then use her monstrous strength to one-tap people, or at the very least deal a lot of damage? She could punch people like the Flash, or she could put her hand like this and just ram it through people. Earlier in the fight, Sarada is not that fast. She cannot speed blitz Boro. It was only after she used the Chidori that she gained that speed. Not only did the animators emphasize that the Chidori gave her that lightning speed, but Mitsuki himself explains to Kawaki what the Chidori is. Mitsuki says, the Chidori, a high-speed striking technique where you concentrate the chakra in your hand and release it. It's so fast that it's hard to have accurate aim with it. It's a high difficulty jutsu that is only feasible because of the Sharingan. Once again, running fast is not due to the Sharingan. That was not Sarada's speed alone. That was Sarada's base speed amplified by Chidori. If Sarada and Kakashi could speed blitz people with their raw movement speed, then they would do the exact same thing with a kunai, a sword, or a spear even. To conclude this video, I know that Chidori isn't always conveyed the same, but there are inconsistencies in every anime. However, that doesn't change any of the above points that I've made. Check out my Overanalyzing series here. I go episode by episode analyzing and providing commentary on them. So if that interests you, subscribe to the channel for weekly episodes. Deuces.
Ninja art and a video jutsu.